Before we sketch the graph of polynomial functions, we need to consider leading term, behavior of the graph, y-intercept, x-intercept, and the number of turning points. So, sketching the graph of polynomial functions. So, given y equals to x squared plus 2x plus 1. So, to sketch the graph of these polynomial functions, let's first find letter A, leading term. So, ang leading term natin dito is yung x squared. Kaya ang leading term, x squared. Letter B, behavior of the graph. In the behavior of the graph, the leading term is greater or positive, kaya greater, and the degree is 2, and that is even. So, ayan po siya. Leading term is greater, the degree is even. Now, look into the table. So, pagtingin natin ng table, greater, even. So, meaning the behavior of the graph is rising, rising. So, in left is rising, right, rising. Letter C, find the y-intercept. So, y-intercept, we change x with 0. So, after changing x with 0, magiging na siyang 0 squared plus 2 times 0 plus 1. So, the final answer for y-intercept is y equals to 1. So, meaning we'll be using coordinates 0, 1. Letter D to be considered, x-intercept. So, x-intercept, we change y with 0. So, after changing y with 0, factor out. So, ang factor natin is x plus 1 times x plus 1. Then, equate with 0. So, x is equal to negative 1, x is equal to negative 1. So, meaning the x-intercept natin is x is equal to negative 1 multiplicity 2. Ibig sabihin, dalawang beses nating nakuha yung value ng negative 1 sa x-intercept. Or yung x-intercept natin ay x is equal to negative 1, x is equal to negative 1. Now, letter E to be considered is turning point. So, to get the turning point, we'll be using the degree. Ang degree natin dito is 2. So, 2 minus 1 is 1. So, there is only one turning point. So, since we already completed these 5 things to be considered, we can graph it now. So, pagkakuha natin ng value nitong 5 ito, so, yung y-intercept gagawin natin 0, 1, coordinate 0, 1. Then, yung x-intercept natin coordinates negative 1, 0. At itong dalawang ito, yung una nating ipla-plot dito sa ating Cartesian plane. So, graph lang natin yung point na 0, 1. From 0, ang y is 1. So, akyat tayo. So, dito yung point natin. And then, negative 1, 0. From 0 dito, count tayo ng negative 1 sa left kasi negative, and then 0. So, ito yung dalawa nating point na gagamitin natin sa ating pag-graph. Ito po, 0, 1 and negative 1, 0. So, after plotting the points for y and x-intercept, ayan, meron tayo turning point na isa. Ibig sabihin, isang liko. And then, ang left natin kailangan pataas, ang right din natin is pataas. So, parang ganito po siya. Ayan. So, yung ating right and left ay rising. Or ito pataas, ito ay pataas. And then, ito yung ating turning point. Ito po yung turning point natin. Yung left is pataas, yung right pataas, and this is our turning points or yung liko natin. Now, let us have another example. Let us have now an activity. Graph me. Supply the following information regarding the given polynomial functions. So, our given polynomial functions is y equals to x cubed plus 4x squared plus 3x. So, we have to first find the leading term, and the leading term is x cubed. Then, find the behavior of the graph. To find the behavior of the graph, we will consider the leading term and the degree. So our leading term here is positive or greater, and the degree is 3, which is odd number. So greater odd, we will be looking in our table. So by looking in our table, we will have greater and then odd. So it means that the behavior of the graph is falling to the left and rising to the right. Next is to find out the y-intercept. To find the y-intercept, we have to change x with 0. So by changing x with 0, we will have 0 cubed plus 4 0 squared plus 3 times 0. And by simplifying, y will become 0. So it means that the y-intercept is 0. Next is to change y equal to 0 into coordinate point, which is 0, 0. Next, let's find out the x-intercept. By using again the polynomial function, change y with 0. After changing y with 0, we will factor out the given polynomial functions. And the factor is x times x plus 3 times x plus 1. So after we factor, we equate this into 0. So we will have x is equal to 0, x plus 3 equals to 0, x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then find out the value of x. So x is equal to 0, x is negative 3, and x is equal to negative 1. It means that the x-intercepts are x equal to 0, x equals to negative 1, and x is equal to negative 3. So we will be having coordinate points 0, 0, negative 1, 0, and negative 3, 0. Last things to consider is the turning points. So by using the degree, which is 3, 3 minus 1 is 2, so the degree is 2 turning points. After finding out these 5 things to consider, let's have our Cartesian plane. So let's plot the points 0, 0, yung ating y-intercept, and then yung ating x-intercept, ipla-plot na rin po natin. So the points are 0, 0, negative 1, 0, and negative 3, 0. So, after nating i-plot ito, meron tayong dalawang turning points or dalawang liko. Then, yung left natin is falling and right is rising. So, ito na yung magiging graph natin. Yung left natin is falling. Ito, falling, pababa. Then, yung right natin is rising. And then, we will have 2 turning points. Ito yung unang liko, then ikalawang liko. So, that's the graph of polynomial function y equals to x cubed plus 4x squared plus 3x.